Good morning, class. As we have completed the chapter 5 of science, that is soil. In this chapter, we have completed the following topics, that is soil, soil profile, soil erosion and soil conservation. I hope all the topics are clear to you all. So today what we will do, we will discuss some important points given in this chapter as well as do some exercises. So the important points given in this chapter are these. I gave you to write in your homework also. Let's discuss it and try to understand each and everything. Weathering. I hope you remember weathering. Let's read it. The process of breaking down of rocks by the action of sun, wind and water is called weathering. It means when the big rocks are broken into smaller pieces and then to the fine powder. Why? Because the action of sun, wind and water, it is called weathering. So weathering is the process through which big rocks convert into soil. So soil is formed due to the process of weathering. This is first term. Humus, the remains of dead plants and animals in the soil is called humus. When the animals or plants become dead, their bodies mixed with the soil and that is called humus. Now, topsoil, the uppermost layer of the soil is called topsoil. You have studied in soil profile that there are three layers, topsoil, subsoil and bedrock, and topsoil is the uppermost or topmost layer in the soil profile and it is very much fertile. Here you have made the diagram also. I gave you in the homework. This is the diagram of soil profile. You can see topsoil, subsoil and bedrock. Now another is soil erosion. The process of wearing away of the topsoil by the action of wind or water is called soil erosion. It means when the topsoil moves from its place, it is called soil erosion. As topsoil is the most fertile layer and when it moves from its place, the fertility of soil reduces and this whole thing is called soil erosion. Now, last topic is soil conservation. We have studied yesterday. Protection of soil against soil erosion is called soil conservation. When we do not allow soil to erode or when we do not allow soil erosion, it is called soil conservation. When we protect the soil from soil erosion, it is called soil conservation. Conservation means protection. Okay. Now, let's revise. There are some more important lines given from the chapter. Soil is important for plants, animals and human beings. How it is important for plants, animal and human being, all three? Because plant cannot grow without soil. Some animals are dependent on plant and some animals make their home inside the soil. So in this way it is important for the animals too. Then human beings are also dependent on the plants and animals. That's why it is also important for the human being also. And we use soil for so many activities to do our daily work. So in this way also soil is important for all the three. Now the three layers of soil are topsoil, subsoil and bedrock, which you already know that it is called completely the soil profile, and in soil profile there are three layers found in the soil. Topsoil is the most fertile layer, then subsoil comparatively less fertile because in subsoil there is less of humus and less of water found in the soil, and in bedrock the pieces of rocks and very little water is there. So it is least fertile compared to the subsoil and topsoil. Now, third point, wind, water and human activities cause soil erosion. I told you, even I explained you that there are basically three reasons of soil erosion, that is a strong wind. When the strong wind blow and if there is a plain ground, there is no crop or plant grown on the ground, the strong wind blow the topsoil with it. Now running water came from heavy rainfall or due to the flood water. It also take the topsoil with it. And human activities, what human do? Human do deforestation, means cutting down large number of trees. then it plow the hills. Secondly, it plow the hills. These are the human activities which cause soil erosion. Overgrazing of cattle is also done by the human activities. They leave their cattle in the same ground again and again, and it also leads to the soil erosion. So these are the reasons why soil erode. Now, planting more and more trees helps to conserve soil. Planting more and more trees is also called afforestation. And when we grow more number of trees, what will happen? The roots of the trees holds the soil and it leads to conserve the soil or soil conservation. Now, terrace farming in hilly regions prevents soil erosion. How terrace farming in hilly regions prevents soil erosion? Because we cut the hills in slopes or steps, and when the running water float on that area, it takes the soil from one step, but the soil get collected on the next step. So it's not allowed by the steps to take the soil from hilly regions. So in this way, terrace farming prevent soil erosion. So we have make a quick revision of the whole chapter. I hope it is clear to you all. Let's do a exercise. Tick the correct answer. First is, soil is formed by the weathering of rocks, clouds, air or water. So I hope you all know that the soil is formed by the weathering of rocks. So we will stick the rock over here. Now secondly, the most fertile layer of the soil is subsoil, bedrock, topsoil or rocks. So obviously I have explained you now that the most fertile layer in soil profile is topsoil. Why it is most fertile? Because all the things like clay, sand, water, humus we found in the topsoil. That is why it is called most fertile layer. Now third point, which of the following human activities is leading to soil erosion? Out of these four, which activities of human leads to soil erosion? Afforestation? No, because afforestation means planting more number of trees. And if we plant more number of trees, it protects the soil erosion. So it's not the factor. Deforestation means cutting down large number of trees. Farming, growing crops, and all of these. So farming and afforestation leads to growing crops or plants. So it cannot be a reason for soil erosion. And deforestation means cutting down large number of trees. So we will take the deforestation. Now in the fourth point, the erosion of soil along the river banks can be prevented by terrace farming, plugging, building embankment and overgrazing. Erosion of soil along the river means the area which is near to the river, how the soil can be prevented from the erosion. So terrace farming we do in the hilly regions. Now plugging we also do on the hilly region, and it leads to lose the soil. It doesn't prevent the soil in the hilly region. So it cannot be. Overgrazing, when we allow our cattle to graze the area, to eat the grass grown over there, that is called overgrazing. So this is also not possible. And building embankments, I told you that making small walls near the river area so that the water or flood water cannot reach to the field. So to prevent the soil erosion near river bank, we can mark building embankment. Okay. Now fifth is, in hilly regions, what can be done to prevent soil erosion? Means on the mountains or the hills, what we should do to prevent soil erosion? Terrace farming, we should do terrace farming which is cut into steps, or plugging of hill slopes, we should plow the hill slopes, means hill slopes की खुदाई करें. या फिर overgrazing, I told you that allow the cattle to graze that area, or deforestation means cutting down large number of trees. I hope all you know the answer is terrace farming. Terrace farming when we do in the hilly region, we can protect the soil from getting eroded. So in this way we have completed this exercise. Now your homework is to do all this exercise, to do tick the correct answer in your copies. Thank you, class.